What's going on, everyone? Hope everyone's doing all right. Hope you can't hear the dryer going in the background. It'll be done soon. Today I'm going to do something a little different. I've been wanting to do a tier list, and I've got my brother. He's reading Mistborn right now. I thought it'd be fun to do a character tier list. So be right back. I'm going to get it set up real quickly. There we go. I think I got everything set up. I hope I got all the characters. Well, the characters worth judging. There's a lot of characters I wanted to put in, but I don't know. They're either just like characters that were there for the plot, or they were only in for a little bit at a time. So anyways, let's get started. You guys may notice the X tier. That's just the characters that are, like, to me, uncomparable, that you can't rate them. Just my personal favorites that are at the top. So first, let's just set the board. We'll do like an S, a C, and an F. I gotta remember who's who in these pictures. There we go. We'll just start with the easy ones. Vin, of course, S rank. That's an easy S right there. Yeah, I think anyone who likes a trilogy, you're gonna like Vin, no matter what. She's probably up there with all the top fantasy characters also. You watch her grow up from a teenager and going through super abusive situations to like growing up, finding the balance in herself, and turning into the ultimate waifu by book 3. And she's also just like a badass assassin. So easy S right there. Let's do a C, which, let me see. What's a good C rank? It's so hard to rank these characters. I know it's going to be like a upside down triangle. And also I should say, pretty much all these characters are already S tier, okay? Like, I really like the series and all the characters, so imagine this is all in the S tier. But we're still going to divide them up by favorites. And I'll be judging each character individually. Some will be, if it's more like a personality-driven character, I'll be judging them just based off that. Some of them I'll be, if they're like a plot-driven character, I'll judge them off of that, so. For me, I think this is Ham right here. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna put Ham in C. I really like him in the first book. I like him and Breeze together and the way they talk to each other, but I feel like in the second and third book, he kind of takes a back seat a little bit. So that's why I'm putting him at C. I still like him, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like he kind of fell off. And for anyone who doesn't know, Brandon Sanderson is planning on turning him into a female character in the screenplay. So yeah, I feel like Brandon Sanderson himself, like, he didn't even flesh him out completely as much as he wanted to in the book. And about that, if he turns him into a female, I think it'll be fine. Like, I heard some people were saying, oh, well, does that mean that Breeze and Ham are going to be flirting with each other all the time? And I don't think so, especially if he keeps her as like a similar character, like soldier type kind of. Like, we know the type of girl that Breeze is into, so I don't think it'd be like a flirty relationship. I think it'd work fine. And then you could even add more between the relationship, like 2 females between her and Vin. Maybe expand the character in other ways. I think it'll be good. Okay. An F. This one's easy. It'll probably only be one F. Zen. Sorry for anyone who likes him, but he's just a douche, okay? First of all, because I don't know why he's hitting on my girl Vin. Oh my god, I should say, first of all, this is gonna be spoilers, alright? This entire video is gonna have spoilers. Just some of the characters themselves are spoilers, so be careful. Also, I mean, I'll talk about it more when I do my Well of Ascension review, but I'll just put it down into 3 things. He comes out of nowhere. I don't really feel like the love triangle fits in this series, or that it fit that well. And this is coming from someone who, like, I read Twilight when I was a teenager and enjoyed it. Yeah, I just didn't really feel like the love triangle fit for like the type of character Vin is. I mean, it didn't work out in the end anyways, so it makes sense. And I'm glad she didn't do anything with him, but yeah. And I don't know, I just don't really, I feel like he was only there to solidify like Vin's relationship with Ellen, and maybe he was there to show how like how Ruin can talk to to talk to people through metal, but I don't know. I just feel like if it was set up more, it would be better. But to me, it just kind of felt like it came out of nowhere, and I just think he's a douche. F. So there. Now we have the scale of characters. So now I'll just go through the list. We'll start with Alrian. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing any of the names. Also, I tried looking up some, but yeah. She's not really like too much of a main character. She comes in the second book. I didn't mean to put her in B. I'm thinking. She's cute, and I like her and Breeze together. I think they do make a funny couple. I think I'm gonna put her at B, just because she doesn't play too huge of a role, and honestly, I was debating putting her on this list or not. So B is good. I don't know though. Over him? No, sorry. I'm gonna put her at C. Some of these might shift as I put other characters. Okay, this picture I think is, no, it's not Dachshund. No, this is Breeze, duh. Okay, Breeze, yeah. Breeze is one of my favorite members of the crew. I'm not sure if he's quite S tier, but he's definitely A for me. He's just funny. The characters with those personalities to me are always funny, especially like deep down, he's got a good heart and he has good intentions and he always like sticks with things to the end, but he just always acts like he's too good for it, and he's just like spoiled rich dude. And he's just funny to me. He's always been funny since the beginning of the series. Definitely one of my favorites. This is Lord Set. Set comes in the second book. He's Alrian's father, and I actually like him. I do. I'm gonna put him at B. I think he's pretty fleshed out as a character, and he does play an important role, I think, in Vin's development and Ellen's development. And yeah, I think B's okay for him. Honestly, I feel like he kind of does play a more important role than him, even though I like him. I don't know. I just wanted to see more of him. I liked him in the first book. Like, he went from probably like A rank in the first book, but the second and third, he's like D to me. So I'll just put him at C, but Set goes B for now. All right, this one is Clubs. Clubs to me is like, he's kind of tied with him, to be honest. I think under him, though. He's also kind of another character that's in the background. He does play an important role in the crew, of course, but there's not too much character development with them. He's just really quiet, obviously. Yeah, I think C's good. Like, average. Again, all these characters are like already S tier, okay? But compared to the others, he's C to me. Also, huge spoilers right here, but talking about when characters die. Dachshund, I'm sorry, but he's a D for me. Because, yeah, when he died, I was just like, eh. I felt like he was gonna play an important role, like in the beginning scene when he's introduced, and then I don't know, like I just never really cared about him. He never did anything, even after like Kelsier died. I don't know, I just didn't really see him like that big of a deal to him. I mean, I know it was, but I don't know, it just didn't have that much character development for me, and you don't really find out that much about his past or anything. There is a moment, I think, in the second book between him and Vin, but I don't know. This is another character that Brandon Sanderson said he's planning on turning into female. Again, I think he himself has like more ideas he wants to flesh out with the character. This one, though, I don't know. I mean, it's fine if he wants to turn him female, but I don't know. I feel like changing anything at least will be a big difference because he doesn't really do anything anyways. He just like does the paperwork. And okay, yeah, another thing, if he does change it to female, people are saying like, okay, well, does that mean he's gonna be like flirty with Kelsier? Are they gonna have like some sort of relationship, or is that gonna be mess with things with Mare? And that one, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. It's doable. I know it's doable. He could do it. I don't know. I'm curious. I'm excited to see that. I don't really care that he changes Dachshund. Ham, at first, I was like, but then the more I thought about it, I was like, yeah, that could work. Ugh, I don't know if I can do Ellen yet. We'll do another easy one. Kelsier. F rank. No, I'm just kidding. Easy S for me. Easy. Yeah, Kelsier is easily one of my favorite characters. Brandon Sanderson kind of tries to paint the picture that he's not like an all good guy. He kind of has a dark side or something. His anger issues and stuff and hatred towards the nobles. But I don't know. I feel like he's pretty justified for a lot of stuff. Like, it's understandable at least. Not that I know he did some harsh things and maybe made some bad decisions, but considering what he's been through, like literally been a slave, his wife was killed, I think it's pretty justified. Plus, he escaped the pits, he snapped into a Mistborn, he started his own religion, he even plays in a more important role than some of these other characters throughout the other two books when he's not even alive. Like, yeah, easily S tier. And yeah, when he died, it was like, oh, all right, Ellen. Ellen is main character, obviously, but like, I don't know. He goes from like a dweeb, and then you see him transform into like a G. But I'll be honest, during the second book, there is some parts during his arc that I was kind of not boring, but less. It was my least favorite arc, probably. Even though it was cool to see still him grow up and everything. But I liked him in the third book the most. I don't think I can put him in S though. If I'm comparing him to these characters, I think I honestly like Breeze better. Just personally, I think I'm gonna put him A below Breeze. Some people might be upset about that, but I don't know. Okay, Lord Ruler. I don't know why this picture is so weeby. It's the only picture I could find. He does look pretty cool though. Lord Ruler, he doesn't communicate to the other characters that often, but you do learn a ton about him through other ways. So I'm just going to rate him based off of pure storytelling by Brandon Sanderson. And I think he did a great job with it. The way the journals are like interluded through every single chapter. Everything you find out about the Lord Ruler, the way it unfolds is just really well done, in my opinion. And by the end of the third book, you're like, was he even a bad guy? You don't even know. He just did the best he could. And he, became corrupt over time, kind of. Yeah, I think he's a really good villain, I guess. I'm going to put him... I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to put him A rank just based off of storytelling alone. Okay. This one's tough for me. Sazed. I feel like he deserves S tier. He's definitely one of my favorite characters. I know he's loved by a lot of people, but there's some times in the third book that I was really annoyed by him. Just so much self-doubt. I don't know. It's, I guess, realistic for what he's been through, but for his character, I don't know. I didn't think that he would do what he did, and I think he dreaded on things for way too long. There were some times where he was pissing me off in the third book. I would say he started from like A rank in book 1 to like S rank book 2 to like C rank in the beginning of book 3, but then back up to S. So I'm gonna put him high A rank. Yeah, I think that works there. Should I move someone down from here? I feel like these all deserve A rank. I don't know. Maybe we'll move Lord Ruler down to here. Okay, this is Yeoman here. He's in the third book only. I wasn't sure about putting him on this list because he's not... Yeah, he's only in the third book, kind of towards, I think, the middle or end. But he is a cool character, and there is a lot of like description of his personality and things like that. So whatever, I included him. There's just not too much to base him off of. Also, he's cool because he's an Adium misting, which is really rare. And he kind of gets along with Ellen and stuff. I like him. I'm gonna put him here. Yeah, I'm gonna put him here. Lower than Set, but still above these characters that don't have as, like, literally he kind of had more fleshed out character description, I feel like, than these guys. And the bantering back and forth with like Ellen and him, and just his backstory as a character is cool. But again, it's not too fair of a comparison, I feel like, because I mean, these are like main characters and he's only in the last book. Whatever, he goes there for now. Okay, Spook. Spook to me was like, I feel like he should be C in book 1 and 2 just because he plays a background role. I do like him. Like, he has maybe high C, like, because he has some funny moments. Probably not above Ham though. And I'm just talking book 1 and 2. But book 3, for me, he goes like straight to S tier. So if I'm gonna average it, I think I'm gonna put him here above Ellen. Because yeah, just at the end, the last arc with Spook, that was like one of my favorite arcs of book 3. Like, I feel like Ellen was solid through and through every book, but yeah, Spook comes through at the end, I think above. I think he's sick. Okay, this is Straff. I used a picture of the guy from Game of Thrones because that's exactly how I imagined him. I don't know the actor's name, and I forget the character's name in Game of Thrones off the top of my head, but that is exactly how I imagined Straff. Kind of similar characters, Straff and that guy in Game of Thrones. I feel like Straff is maybe a little worse, just like straight up abusive. But like, I'm not gonna judge Straff based off character. Obviously, like, we all know he's a piece of shit, but I'm gonna base him off of fulfilling that role, how well Brandon Sanderson did writing that character in, and I think he does a pretty good job. You definitely hate him. I think I'll put him here. He plays a role in like book 1. He plays like a similar role to Set in book 2. Yeah, I think I'll put him here. They're kind of tied. Oh, and I forgot to put stuff in X rank. Just kidding, I didn't. Both Tensoon and Marsh are going X tier, baby. Yeah, that's right. These two are like I feel like you can't even compare them to the rest. Not that they're so high above that you can't compare them, but just that I just have a personal attachment to both Marsh and Tensoon. Like, I just love them both as characters. Like, these are just solid. Like, I think everyone agrees Vin and Kelsier are rad, but Tensoon, I feel like, almost saved the second book for me. I really like the second book, but like, his arc was one of my favorites there, and the twist that happens and everything he does in throughout book 3 also, like, I just really liked Tensoon as a character. I loved all the interaction between him and Vin. So yeah, he's X tier for me. And then Marsh, just for personal reasons. I mean, he's an older brother, I'm an older brother, and I don't know, Marsh is just a G. I'm actually going to put him above Tensoon here in X. Just because he suffers so much. Like, he seriously goes through more than probably any of the other characters. He takes the brutal, hard way to try to help the crew. And he actually makes it out. He's literally the only survivor left after, you know, going to Era 2. He's the only one left so far. I've only read the first book, Era 2, but still, he's still alive. But I mean, to endure that entire time being controlled by Ruin, doing all of these terrible things, murdering people and everything, and he's just like, just wait. Like, he does the ultimate 500 IQ play. Everything that had to do with him really added a lot to like the grittiness of the story, the gore and everything like that. Really kind of, for me, puts like a stamp on the Mistborn trilogy. Especially like when Vin and Kelsier go and visit him, they find him and they see what happens and they think he's dead, and it's just like body parts and blood everywhere all on the walls and everything. It was so brutal and just like disturbing. It was honestly like worse than Kelsier's death for me. I was like, oh, I just feel so bad. Like, just so brutal. He was doing his best to help the crew, doing, you know, the dirty work. Obviously he survives, and then he's controlled by Ruin and he's an Iron Eyes, and that's just, or a Steel Inquisitor, and then he later becomes Iron Eyes. But yeah, anyways guys, I think that's about it. This is pretty fun. I want to do some more tier lists too. Hope I didn't miss any characters. I know like later I'm going to think of a character and be like, oh, god damn it. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and more coming soon. Thanks for watching. Later.